G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there. It's G.I. Joe against Cobra.
Endgame program, and be done with them.
Ooh, hello, hello. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Somebody in the chat tell me. Yes, you can hear me now. Wow, my whole intro ruined. Ruined. Okay, I'm back. Better than ever. Apparently, don't know how to hook up the audio from last weekend. Apparently, I'm not really sure what happened there. I think my mic's on its way out with the USB. My computer's aging out. Anyways, we're back. It's 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll talk some little SwishPOP live, little Transformers, little G.I. Joe chatter. And I was doing I'm like, we're in 3D. That's what I was doing when you guys couldn't hear me. So sorry about that. Must have had a loose cable or something like that when I was bent over there doing something. Anyways, missed you guys last week, but we're back now. I'm sure lots of people missed us last week too. Let me see here. I'm going to bring this over here. Remember, last week I changed the layout of the stuff. So just give me 1 second. Viewer activity. No, stream settings. Okay. So, and then what we'll do is we'll bring this over here. Okay. So, okay. We're live, guys. We're live. Did you know we're live? I didn't know we were live. So yeah, I had to miss last week. Basically, I can't remember what happened last week. Last week there was a holiday here, and my kids were having a sleepover and stuff like that, and there was just kids running around. When I say kids, they're like 16. Yeah, so couldn't do it last week. No more big emergency or anything. Just couldn't do it. But we're back this week, and we should be back for next week. But after that, I gotta go on holiday for a couple weeks, so we'll see. We'll talk about that later in the stream. So we'll see how it picks up here. Let's see what the chat is saying. Bigger fail than the Blue Jays season. Good old Lose Jays, eh? Saw Viper said, I sent you a super chat to fix your computer. That was a few weeks ago now. Carlos is here. Monkey Dave, hi everyone. And anyways, okay, so yeah, anyways, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. So you know what? Let's kick it off. We don't have a ton to talk about. It's the summertime. Not a lot happening, so I'm gonna rely on you guys a lot tonight to pick it up. We'll an interactive with the crowd here in a second. Let me get my list of stuff up here for a second. Okay. So So, you know what we do, first of all? We do some little things I like to call acquisitions. I was to the thrift store this week, and I had a couple things that I picked up, and not the usual things, but I did pick up a couple things. So for me, guys, you know, obviously I'm all about the Transformers, all about the G.I. Joe. For some reason lately, the local thrift store has been super light on Transformers. They always used to have Transformers, like, not even Generation 1s, they always used to just have modern Transformers, and they haven't had anything lately. So Transformers, super light on Transformers at the thrift store recently, but somebody turned in a Star Wars collection the other day, and I was like, oh, okay, this is different. So what did I get? I'm a sucker for Star Wars vehicles. So I got this beauty here. I got a TIE Fighter Interceptor. I think, man, pretty sweet. This thing's huge, man. And it actually, I was surprised because usually they don't like to include things. And if we open this up here, it actually includes the TIE Fighter figure as well. The TIE Fighter pilot, sorry. Now, I already have one of these, but I mean, as a Star Wars vehicle collector, you can never have too many TIE Fighters. So currently, this would be my second TIE Fighter Interceptor. And then I actually have two of those like large wing TIE Fighters as well. Now I just need a house or something like that I can to like properly hang these from the ceiling with some space or whatever. Pretty sweet. This thing caught my eye, and I was like, damn. I'm like, and like it had all the pieces, and like that never happens at the thrift store. Like you'd be like, I wasn't expecting the TIE Fighter pilot for sure, but like you normally be like, you know, it'd be like missing a wing or something like that. So this was really cool. And this was like, I think I got this for like $3. $3 Canadian. $3 Canadian at the thrift store. So that's pretty sweet. I'm going to lay that down here. Let's see what the chat's saying. Liquid, it's been a few weeks for me. What can I complain about tonight? We always like hearing about complaints, Liquid. Zoran, told you're going to be a slow sleeping time mode. Switch on. Is that a sombrero in the back? You know what? It is. It is. I usually, you know, the first time, this is only the second time I've done this view or whatever. The last time I purposely took that down so nobody would comment on it. And that's so funny. Is that a sombrero above the toilet seat? What toilet seat? It's a UFO ship, not a sombrero. I have that Interceptor, new in box. It's Toys R Us exclusive, aka Target. Yeah, that thing's old school, man. I don't remember the last time I'd seen one of those. Who turns that into a thrift store? Geez, you have a gold miner. Yeah, I know. I'm not even done yet, Saw. Wow, that's pretty cool. Make it a chase your Rattler, yeah. You heard about the deluxe price hikes to $30 in the US, probably more coming globally. Yeah, we'll talk about that a little later. Thrift stores never have toys for Transformers. Okay. $3? No way. Can't not buy that. Transformer prices are bad without adding another. Yeah. Okay. So that was the first thing. So as I was looking around the thrift store, like in the toy section, I noticed that right away, right? The TIE Fighter Interceptor. I was like, damn, that's an instant buy, right? So I picked that up. And then there was also a Clone Wars V-Wing that was there, but it was missing all like its like wings and stuff like that. So I left that there. Then there was a Grievous ship there that included Grievous, but that wasn't that cool, so I didn't pick that up. But I did pick this up. Okay. I picked this beauty up. So, an Arc 170, Clone Wars Arc 170. And it's so funny. So, I guess this comes off here. Oops, I took the wing off. Oops. Anyways, so I turned around and there was a bunch of Nerf guns, and mixed in with the Nerf guns, this thing was there. I was like, okay. And it was missing one of these side guns. And I was like, it's not complete. And first of all, it's not 100% complete, but I was like, it doesn't have the symmetry if it doesn't have one of the guns. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get this. It was like $5. And I was like, because I looked it up and one of these guns was like $25 on eBay or something like that. So it's like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to get this because I don't like to buy too much stuff that's incomplete that I'll never complete or whatever and spend the money. So I was like thinking about it. Then I looked on the ground and the other one was on the ground. So it has both of them. I mean, they're missing the projectile, but they still look okay. And it has the canopies, which was cool. The only thing it's really missing is there's a rear gun right here. And so... Just one second. Oops. I want to make sure. Okay. So there's a rear gun right here. And basically, I can 3D print that potentially. But anyways, so pretty cool. And there's a thing on the bottom here. And it opens up. And there is a handle that comes down here. You're like, anyways, pretty sweet indeed. This thing's huge, way bigger than the TIE Fighter. Anyways, so I got both these for, I think it cost me $10. So $10 at the thrift store. And so I feel like, so when you pick something at the thrift store like this, and like I said, there was the V-Wing and there was a Grievous ship, and there's the Interceptor and the Arc 170. I'm always like, well, what else was there? Because what are the chances they put these just out a few minutes ago? Like, did I miss other stuff? Like, did they have like X-Wings or did they have other stuff? Because like there was 4 vehicles. Well, maybe there was more. Maybe somebody else picked up like the original trilogy stuff that they wanted or whatever. Anyways, I'm always curious. I'm like, what else was there? But you know what was funny? Well, this is the thing. In the action figure section, in the bag toys, there were no Star Wars figures. So that's kind of weird. Like, you got 4 of these vehicles, but there was no Star Wars vehicles. Anyway, it's kind of different. I'm surprised that there wasn't more stuff there. But I do love this TIE Fighter. The TIE Fighter looks really good on screen right now against that blue background, eh? Anyways, pretty sweet. That's that. Then what else did I get this week? I picked up 2 of these Generation 1 Transformers. I got a Blitzwing, and it's funny. So I got a Blitzwing, and I picked up a Inferno. And basically it's funny because I've already repaired these. I picked up 2 of these specifically because the person was selling them, and this guy was missing, Inferno was missing an arm, and Blitzwing was missing a wing, and I had the exact pieces to fix both these, so I took them apart and fixed them, and now I add 2 of these guys to the Generation 1 trade pile. So yeah, that adds more stuff in. So that's what I do, guys. I fix Generation 1 Transformers. I love it. I love it. I like your hoodie Swish, but shouldn't it read Pakistan instead? Zoran, buddy. Crazy. I tell you, the prequel trilogy had the shittiest ships. All I do... Zoran, you're so evil, my friend. It's Captain Power ship. That's hilarious. Run around the house with it when you were like 10. Yeah. Everyone is unloading those Star Wars trash at the thrift store. Star Wars is officially dead. Now, you know what? I'll be the first one to tell you that I don't really enjoy Star Wars that much anymore because Disney has effectively killed it for the most part. But I do love a good Star Wars ship. Obviously, I do really enjoy a real original trilogy a bit more. But my kids grew up on Clone Wars, so I do enjoy Clone Wars. We have quite the Clone War army. I always joke with my youngest kid, I'm like, keep these. These will be part of your retirement someday if the world lives on, because everyone's going to want those. We have like bins of clones. It's crazy. Beck says, you're the reason there's nothing good in our thrift stores. Yeah, no, I try to pick up as much as I can. Yeah. You got a letter from this week. The wife, she's still hanging around for a little bit longer. Anyways, so I got the Generation 1 beaters that I already restored. I got the Star Wars guys. And there was something else. Oh, I got this little delivery here. Little Sunkiss Sours in a mailer. And when we go in here, we got some G.I. Joe parts. I got a few parts. This is what I do too, right? You buy and sell and trade little parts. I got the radar dish to the outpost. I got a couple pieces to the Dreadnought cycle. And every piece counts, and that's what I do. So that's something else I got there in the mail. And the big thing, I can't even show you the much of the big thing. But where is it? Bruh. So I got this. Where is it to? I got this, which is Omega Supreme, Siege Omega Supreme. This was the big thing. I think was it last week I teased I was working on something big or whatever? So I got this, which is obviously this part here. I haven't actually transformed him as of yet. This thing's huge. Look how big this rocket is. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, so I've got this, and then there's the base is over there behind me somewhere. But yeah, so Siege Omega Supreme has been on my want list for a long, long time. I thought I was going to be able to get him at TFCon this year, but I couldn't secure him. And then some guy, I never go on Kijiji anymore, but it sent me a notification that some guy was selling the Titan Arc for $100. And I was like, damn, that's a good price. But I didn't want the Arc. I messaged him. I'm like, hey, do you have any other Transformers? Yeah. Oh, look, guys. Number one tip. If you see somebody selling something that you kind of like in your wheelhouse, you always ask, do you have more? Or do you have this? Okay? So, like, if I see somebody selling, like, Generation 1 Transformers, and then you look at some of their other sales, and they might be selling, like, other old stuff, I'll message them and say, like, hey, do you have any other toys, like G.I. Joes? And they'll say yes or no. And it's a great little thing to dig a little deeper. So this guy had the Titan Arc for sale up, and I messaged him, like, hey, do you have any other Transformers? And he's like, yeah, I've got some other Titans. I've got Omega Supreme, a couple other ones. I can't remember which ones he said. And I was like, what's your price on Omega Supreme? He gave it to me. It was a really good price. I made sure I was like, I am coming to get that ASAP because I've been looking for Omega Supreme for a while. So what I'll try to do for next week, I'm going to try to have this transformed into Omega Supreme. I got the instructions and everything. And yeah, so I'll be able to show this off better next week. Okay? Anyways, that thing, I got to put this somewhere. That thing is pretty sweet. Pretty sweet indeed. I'm really excited for Omega Supreme. Yeah. Woo, it was like, it's been a busy bit. Yeah, the flag is going to show up. You know, it's funny you say that. The flag might show up at the thrift store. For a while there, I would often check the oversized section at the thrift store, thinking that like maybe somebody might donate a box full of flag parts. You never know, right? Zoran, you need to hang out at the Go Station. That's funny. Zoran, how many drinks you into right now, Zoran? James says, I've had Omega for years. Got him a discount at Toys R Us when it was good. That's sweet. Love a good discount. Metroplex. Yeah, a lot of people missed the first one, Metroplex, right? Because it was kind of the first one. A lot of people slept on him. Do you have a big boa, Quick Kick, and Road Pig? Ask for so-called friend. Me, I actually don't have Quick Kick or Big Boa at the moment, but I do have Road Pig. EB Games had them on sale for like $35 a couple of months ago. Yeah, Carlos, nice haul indeed. I do pretty good. Just, you know what? It's the only reason I do so good at the thrift stores because I go so often, right? You can only do well if you go often. If you just go like one-off days, you're not going to find much. So it's just repeat. And there's lots of times I'll go and I'll find nothing. Welcome, DT Joey. Welcome to the chat. Road Emily. You're so bad, Zoran. You're so bad. Okay, anyway, so yeah. So I can't think of anything else that I picked up this week. That was enough. Right? But yeah. So it's been a busy little bit. Let me see what I got here. So, like, for you guys, did you guys pick up anything? As Zoran, you got any deals this week? Anyone pick up any deals? What else did you guys acquire? Did you guys get anything? Any G.I. Joes or Transformers or other 80s awesomeness? What do you think? Anyone got any deals this year? Let me know in the chat. Thrift store employees see Swish walk in again. Virgin alert. Dude, I've got 2 children. No virgin here. You're so mean. You're so mean. So mean. Zoran said he overpaid for Galahide. Thanks for asking. My death shows the spoiler arrives tomorrow. That's awesome. Got my Swindle and Cliff Jumper yesterday. Got Bruticus assembled finally last night. Oh, Jody, that's awesome. Yeah, so I think my Swindle is set for like October or something like that. It's coming in the fall for sure. Not anytime soon for me. That's okay, because I'm really bad at putting the combiners together. I've only got 1 out of 4 put together. But it's pretty sweet to get Swindle. A lot of people have been waiting on Swindle for a while. I got to go into town this week and pick up Airtight. And EB finally got it in. Oh, you know what's funny? Yeah. I totally forgot. I got Airtight as well. Airtight's here. So I totally forgot I had picked up Airtight. Yeah, so he's here. So it's pretty sweet. I would prefer the Sydney Sweeney version that we've been working on. But I mean, he's pretty damn sweet, man. You can't complain about him. He looks like he jumped right out of the cartoon. So yeah, so I forgot about him. Yeah. So he's going down there. Man, but like the prices of these things, man, going up for sure. And though, man, it's making me second guess. I don't know how much more of this I can do with the prices continuously going up. Let's see. I got 4 new Jada Street Fighters this week. Only Zangief left to complete the line. Yay me. Good job, Zoran. Zoran, you must have a good job, my friend, because you drop a lot on action figures. Swish recently got the Cobra Dire Night Creepers for $10 clearance at Walmart. Also find 4 Retro Card Televipers for $7.99 at DD's discount. Oh my gosh. Okay, DT Joey, I am officially jealous. I mean, $10 Night Creepers, that's a pretty sweet discount. And retro card Televipers for $8. Holy snap. Those are major discounts. I am jealous. I actually don't have a retro Televiper as of yet. I'm waiting for them to go on heavy discount on Amazon.com. Airtight picked up. Should have let off the show. You clown. Wow. Zoran being mean drunk to me again. Liquid says, Amazon sent me my Don Marino with the side of the box cut 3/4 on the way down. Oh my gosh. Classic Amazon, of course. Yeah, everyone's impressed with DT Joey's score, man. Like, I wish we don't get discounts like that here in Canada. Like, you do not see discounts like that. Like, first of all, I don't really understand why we don't have any real discount stores like Ollie's. And I've never heard of this DD's before. But, like, we don't have stuff like that here in Canada for the most part. Like, as widespread as they are in USA. And then, like, for Walmart never, like, really clears stuff out like that. Like, it seems to be a lot of a more of a common thing in the United States, where, like, the manager will just be like, these aren't selling, I'll just clear these out. Not here in Canada for sure. Cyviper says, EB is shipping my Hydra Viper finally. Yeah, I don't have a Hydra Viper yet either. It's coming from Amazon eventually. Liquid says, good discounts. I'd still save the money. Dire Creepers kind of suck. Well, I mean, the thing is, yeah, I actually, the funny thing about the Dire Creeper is I actually had one pre-ordered from Walmart. It showed up, and I was like, nah, for the price, I'm not going to keep it, and I returned it. But for $10, man, I'd keep any G.I. Joe classified figure for $10, right? You can't beat that. I'm totally down with that. DD's discount is a trashier sister store to Ross. Okay, yeah, I've never heard of it. I'll have to look it up. Like, what area of the USA are they frequent in? Like, do they have them in Florida or like the East Coast or the West Coast or Central? I'm going to Florida in a couple weeks, so I'll usually hit Ross. Last time I hit Ross, it's in a tourist district, so it wasn't that great, but I did get one of the gargoyles on sale, so I was happy with that. But, so yeah, I'm curious to see if they'll have anything else there. I'll go again. But yeah, I'm curious to know where DD's is located. James Carpenter, at least we can get Starscream here compared to the States. Yeah. And of course, this week's long form video on the channel was all about that. It's popping off. Like, a lot of people are like interested in watching that video. It's got almost 4,000 views in 2 days. So that's pretty sweet. We're dealing with a kind of a smaller channel here. So 4,000 views in 2 days. I'm happy with that. I mean, it sucks about the content that, you know, so many people in the USA had their Starscreams and Prowls canceled. That really sucks. But, I mean, great for me about the video. Yeah, $10. You can't beat $10. Got my Starscream. Where's Starscream? I don't want to knock him down. Here's Starscream right here. He's a pretty sweet figure, guys. Like he is pretty damn sweet. I think he's awesome. Oh. He's not looking at you though. Hey, there he is. I think he's pretty sweet. I know there was like 1 or 2 people in the comments of that video. They're like, "Oh, I don't like the new mold." I don't know how you can't like the new mold, Like, I love when they go for the cartoon look or whatever. So I'm absolutely loving this mold or whatever. But I'm done with it now. I have Thundercracker, Skywarp, and Thundercracker, Skywarp, and Starscream. So, I mean, I'm just glad that Starscream was fairly easy to get here in Canada. I mean, I did have her pre-ordered, and the pre-order came through. But I know a lot of people are going to have trouble with it getting into the States. Now, obviously, after I made that video, I did take a lot of posts from social media and put it in the video where people were saying it was getting canceled or whatever. But then a lot of people posted like the week after and the few days later, and they said they were able to find them in store. So, I mean, I feel like a lot of people did get them canceled, but a lot of people did end up finding him in store. But I think long term he's going to be hard to find, and it kind of sucks, right? I know a lot of people in the USA had to order him from Command Store, which is a Canadian company, I believe. And that's kind of funny, because a lot of times here in Canada, we have to order a lot of stuff from USA because we don't get the selection here in Canada. So it's kind of interesting to watch the Americans have to order from Canada for once. But anyways, he is pretty epic. I love him. Put him back up here. Actually, I'm just going to lay him down here so I don't drop him. Florida thrift stores prepare for the Swish's arrival. Yeah, no, I don't go to the thrift store. My wife would kill me if we spent time going to the thrift store while we're on vacation. Dee Dee's is owned by Ross, and they tend to be less attractive than Ross. 4K, well, that's great views. Yeah, thanks, Sal Viper. Yeah, I don't know, something just about it. Hit the right nerve or whatever. People have been commenting, a lot of good traffic and engagement on that video. Monkey Dave makes a good point, and I mentioned this in the video. I don't know why they even offer pre-orders if they can't fulfill them. Like, it seems like, that specific example refers to, both, refers to Target specifically, but Target and Walmart are just horrendous about keeping pre-orders. And like, what is the point of putting in a pre-order if they can't keep it? It's not a hard concept. You either A, start off with a certain amount, like you have 50,000 of them, I'm just making up numbers, and you take 50,000 pre-orders, or you take less than 50,000 pre-orders, and then when they come, you ship them out. So you've not oversold. So I don't understand why they're able to take more than what they have, or for some reason they just decide, yeah, we're not going to do this and cancel them. It really defeats the purpose, and I don't really understand it. But it happens every time. Like, every time. Swish comes back from Florida. Friends say, where are your hands? Swish says, I was too busy thrifting. Zoran, you're stuck on this, my friend. DT Joey says, that Starscream is dope, but I won't pay that price. Yeah, he's expensive. Mr. Mad Gus, welcome back. Welcome back. We missed you. We missed you. You got back into your YouTube channel, right? James Carpenter. The new mold is awesome. I got my Earthrise, and have been same thing. My Earthrise is in like my overflow transformer bin somewhere. How tall is that Starscream? That Starscream is 6 inches tall. Here it is against Retro Cobra Commander, and I'm just holding it like 6 inches tall. Yeah, 6 inches. Zoran wouldn't know what 6 inches is. Swish's face as he drives by a Florida thrift store and his rento car. Jesus. Or name it potential pre-order. Yeah, I just made a new one. Oh, you made a new one. Oh, dude, that sucks that you couldn't get back into your old one. That really sucks. No T Hanger tonight. I'm sure T Hanger will drop by later. He's usually a midstream type guy. When it was GameStop here, I was the same. They didn't call pre-orders just post. Yeah, James, you're right. I used to find that all the time. I would pre-order stuff and they like wouldn't call or like, and it was just like I would miss it. And I was like, well, what's the point of pre-ordering if you're not going to tell me when it comes in? Anyways, yeah. So it's funny you say that because I used to have the same experience a bunch of times, right? Anyways, but like, I don't know what Target like is doing. The thing is, like, the rumor is that they dumped the shipment of that they More Than Meets the Eye line in Asia because tariffs and gas and oil was too expensive to ship it across the ocean. That's the rumor. I don't know if that's true or not. I did include it in the video, but as a rumor. But I mean, is this the world we live in where it's like it's too expensive to import stuff to the United States because all the tariffs and stuff of that? So I mean, we'll have to see if how they do with the next batch of exclusives down the line or whatever. But it kind of sucks for a lot of people in USA for sure. Mr. Ken, evening. Thanks for joining us. True, Bex. That's a good point. You do make your bed. I get it. Carlos, I did see a write-up about it, and, you know, we will never know. Like, we're not involved at that level of business or whatever, you know? So, I mean, we'll really never know unless it actually comes out or whatever. But, I mean, whatever. I don't care. It still sucks, you know, when it comes down to it. Target just, like, blanket canceled all these pre-orders for Transformers and G.I. Joe stuff. So it just sucks for the collector, right? It makes it harder. Like, this hobby we're all here to enjoy is supposed to be fun, right? And when you pre-order stuff and you think you're going to secure something, and then, like, nothing happens and you don't get it, it really sucks, right? And it really leaves a sour taste in your mouth. So, I mean, it sucks, and especially when I think Hasbro made a mistake. They should have never included Starscream, a primary character, in that lineup. When it was full of repaints and like retools and stuff of that. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. And I think they might pay for it a little bit with fans or whatever, right? Ken, are we talking about Classified tonight? Why do you want to talk about Classified? What specifically about Classified? Hasbro's pretty good at prices for... Hasbro's pretty good at keeping their trade secrets somehow, yeah. Monkey Dave, I'll never pay scalper prices for a $50 fig. Might as well just get one imports for $150. Screw America. They got Ollie's and Roscon, and not feeling sorry for them. So DT Joey, there's no Targets here in Canada. A few years ago, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 10 years ago, somebody at Target made the worst decision ever, and they tried to open roughly 150 Targets across Canada in a few months. And the supply chain wasn't there. They didn't have stuff worked out. A bunch of the Targets opened, and it was great while it lasted, but they had problems stocking the shelves. People didn't like it because they weren't always fully stocked here in Canada. And people had this weird, like, understanding that, like, prices were going to be cheaper than Walmart. And, I mean, maybe they'd be cheaper, like, by a few cents or a couple dollars. But, like, I think people were dumb about that. Long story short, they lasted a couple years and they shut them down because they lost too much. Nobody had faith in them, and they lost the business, and it just didn't work out. And it was one of the most horrendous business things I've ever seen happen, because whose idea was it to open like 150 stores all together? Like, you should have like I think in my city in Ottawa, I think we had 5 of them. I think we had they opened 3 or 4 of them. They had a 5th one open that never opened. It never got a chance to open because they closed them down. It was so stupid, and I hope to God somebody got fired at Target, because of that, here in Canada, we don't have any other department stores. We only have Walmart and a few like minor stores. We don't have the Target, Walmart competition that you guys have in the States or whatever, right? And so Walmart just does whatever it wants now. It's just like, let's like raise the price on stuff, because they don't really have any official competition here in Canada. Anyways, billionaire in the house. Nice to see you. Speaking of pre-orders, Fatal Furious and Cadet Deming go live tomorrow. Oh, that's a good reminder. Good job, Carlos. I forgot about that. Sorry, guys. I'm just catching up on chat because I was going on my rant here. Okay, and we'll talk about G.I. Joes. Don't worry. We'll talk about G.I. Joes. Oh, it's a G.I. Joe Transformer stream. We'll talk about G.I. Joes. I got stuff to talk about. I can like the stream twice. One from old YouTube account on my TV and new one on the phone. Thanks, Mr. Mad Gus. That's awful nice of you. Bex, Target bought stores that were in poor condition. Zellers that had been there. They didn't expect the upkeep on the buildings. My building buddy was inspecting buildings for them. Interesting. They stock Canadian Targets with cheap Chinese junk, way worse than Target in the US. Yeah, it's just whatever they were doing wasn't work. It didn't catch on here in Canada. People messed up, because look, all I know is that for me, when I used to go to the United States, the number one thing would be like, I want to go to Target. I always want to go to Target. They always had the best selection of toys. They always had great, unique products. And when they opened here in Canada, they basically shit the bed. So, I mean, it sucks. And it really, really, really sucks that we don't have anything like that here anymore. And now we're stuck just with Walmart. Not true. Swish is telling the story wrong. Target was doing fine till Swish came into a Target, farted, and they left Canada. You're such a jerk, my friend. Saw Viper, why do we put up with Zoran? Billionaire, I was a dumb one who thought Target would be cheap. No, Billionaire, it's not that you weren't dumb. I mean, obviously, you would hope that, the prices would be better. It's just, I feel like they never got a proper foothold, so they never got properly set up. So it didn't work out, and it really sucks, or whatever, right? I miss Target. I wish we had Target. I wish they would try again. Like, open like one store in each city, and to start with. So you got like 20 stores across Canada. And then slowly add them in. But they really messed up when there's no retail stores, because the thing what they did, and one of the guys mentioned here, is another department store here in Canada closed. So that one closed, and Target was able to take over their buildings and retrofit them very easily to get their stores up and running very quickly. And that's what they did. It's just that the supply chain wasn't there. There wasn't food on the shelves. There wasn't product on the shelves sometimes. And it just didn't work out. So if they came back to Canada now, it's not going to work out as great anyways, because there's no physical stores for them to take over, right? They'd have to build stores, which would cost extra money. Anyways, long story short, we'll get past this. It's shit. They shit the bed here in Canada. I missed them. A lot of people hated it, but I missed them. Anyways, it didn't last very long. Let's see. James says King Cobra Commander is popping up in Australia. Okay, that gives us hope that we'll see it soon. What is the release date on King Cobra Commander, anyways? Is it fall or end of summer, or is it fall for us here in North America? Maybe fall. Shark Eyes gets his figures early from China. Shark Eyes. Who's Shark Eyes? Is that what's his face? I don't. Yeah, okay. More details on Shark Eyes. Beck says, I knew Target was going down before the open. I was hoping they'd succeed. Yeah, I miss them. Target just had good stuff. It wasn't cheap. The only thing Target was good for here, the few that in my city, was they would clearance stuff out really quickly. So a lot of stuff would end up on clearance. But once again, that's putting stuff on clearance isn't necessarily good for a retail store, right? Because you want to sell stuff at full price. You're only putting stuff on clearance because you want to get rid of it because it's not selling, which isn't really great for a business, right? So I picked up a lot of stuff on clearance there, but I mean, necessarily not good for Target, better for me. I got an Xbox 360 for $99 at Target. They had great deals. That's a good deal. Wait, there's guys here? I thought they were all ladies here. What's wrong? You're insane. Literally had to delay the opening of most of the stores by 6 months to repair the roofs. My buddy was losing his mind. That's crazy. That's awesome insight, Bex. Thanks. Oh, Swish, I'm sure there's lots of empty storefronts if Target wanted to come back. Brick and mortar are dying. This is true, Saw Viper. Yes, I'm sure there are, but I mean, what I was just trying to say was once Zellers left, it was quite easy for them to take over the Zellers and turn them into Targets. But yeah, you're right. There's always going to be storefronts. Seen a review already for iceberg lettuce already. That I'm first guy from Australia has this in his hands. October, I think. October for cocoa here in North America. Interesting. Shark Eyes. Is that the guy that lost his channel and he came back or whatever? That's not his name, is it? Shark Eyes? I can't remember his name. Billionaire, how was the toy situation when Target was here? I mean, I don't know how much stuff at retail I was buying back then. I can't remember exactly how much they had. I know I was buying a lot of stuff for my kids because they were younger back then at Target. And my youngest, my oldest, but he was younger at the time, he really liked Power Trains by is it Jada Toys or whatever? He really liked Power Trains, and they were always on clearance there, and we got some good sets. Carlos says, just checked my Pulse account. King Cobra is scheduled for December 1st release. Okay, I thought it was earlier than that. Interesting. Might get delayed. And of course, did you guys see that note from B-Mac? I was going to say Big Mac. B-Mac. That the first batch of King Cobras, he's got like the problem with the thing on his shoulder. It's not looped in properly. So they're going to fix it in the next batch or whatever. Anyways, whatever. It's not a big deal. I think somebody said it's easy to fix yourself with some hot water. You can pop off his arm and try to fix it. I don't know. It's not a big deal for me. Yeah, Beck says they fucked up his shoulder. Yeah. EB Games Comedy said King Cobra is ready for pickup. No way, Zoran, you're a dirty, dirty liar. Lara Croft Classified was up for pre-order about an hour ago here stateside. Ooh. Let's see. Oops. Not a huge fan of the price of the Lara Croft figure, but I got her coming. I was just seeing if she was on Amazon, but she does not appear to be on Amazon right now. Let me just double check. Pre-orders. Yeah, still sold out on Amazon right now. Autocorrect Primer, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Shark News had his channel shut down over online drama. He's back up and running. Yeah, Shark News. He does a lot of videos. I'm not trying to cause any drama. I'm not a huge fan of his. I feel like he doesn't really do in-depth videos. He's more like quantity over quality. I haven't watched his videos in a while, but back when he was having his problems with Diaper Island or whatever, and he got shut down or whatever for the copyright strikes, I found his content not that great. That's just me personally. Look, I don't do great content either, that great, and I don't do reviews or whatever. So I do more news. So that was just my opinion. So good for him that he's back. He does a lot more than G.I. Joe stuff as well. He does a lot, like a huge, like all action figures. So I mean, he's got a huge following. People love him. Zoran gets his stuff from EB Games Warehouse in Brampton. I've been hearing about the Shark Eyes guy all weekend. Don't know him. His voice kills me. He's too close to the mic. Bex, yeah. Shark News is nice, but I can tell he needs some deodorant. Sing. Yeah, so Artistic Shark News, it's the same guy, right? Like he had his account shut down like last year or whatever, and he's back again. I mean, he does great content. He does good content. I'm not a huge fan of it. Like I said, like he'll do like a 2-minute video or whatever. You know, and it's just the repeats basically what like a lot of his videos are about 2 minutes and they could be a Twitter post or whatever. That's my only problem. Whatever. I'm not trying to throw shade. It's just I don't watch his videos or whatever. But I mean, he has a good following, and I'm glad to hear that he's back on his feet after he got his original channel shut down. I don't know about... Okay, so Shark News and Shark Eyes are totally two different people, I'm assuming. Okay, sorry. That's why I was getting confused. Because, what are the chances there's both these guys with sharks? So anyway, so Shark News, that's who I'm talking about. I've never seen Shark Eyes either before. So... It's funny. I don't know why, but I'm for YouTube. Like I read a lot about like news and toy stuff on Twitter, on social media. I don't necessarily watch a lot of the other creators at the moment. I watch a lot of video game stuff, and I watch a lot of news stuff on YouTube. I do watch a lot of YouTube, but I haven't really got into watching a lot of toy content creators at the moment. I don't know why. It's just how it works out. Don't forget about the Triple T up for pre-sale this Wednesday on the 12th. Man, lots of pre-orders coming this week. Shark News just reboots news. Yeah, I think that's fair to say, Soren. Check Facebook for pics I took of Cadet and Shipwreck. Don't know why it's not going through. Laugh out. Oh yeah, just 1 second. Let me crank this open. So we'll do that. And let's do this. And then I think... One second. Let's showcase. Wait now. One a second here. Is there a way to? Okay, just 1 second, guys. Okay, Mr. Magus sent me some photos, but I'm seeing, is there a way to download them? Okay, because I don't want to like dox a bunch of people in my my chat here. 1 second. Give me a second, guys. Mr. Magus with some awesome photos. Where does that's from June. Okay, that's from June. Let me just download some photos, guys. Give me 1 second. These are really good photos. Mr. Magus, are these AI enhanced, or is this actually your photography skills? Okay, give me 1 second here. Yeah, Carlos, I watch a lot of YouTube too. I do tour. I'm just for catch up and chat before I look at the photos. Farmer says I do tour reviews and a podcast. It can take a lot of time, but I just do it for fun. Yeah, that's why I'm here too. I just like doing this. Hey, Schwip, do you collect any Transformers from a company called Magic Square? Monkey Dave, I don't usually do third party because I can't afford them. I think the Magic Square guys do amazing work because they do them like, smaller figures or whatever, and they look so detailed. Believe me, if I was rich, I would collect those, but I'm not rich, so I can't collect those. But so do you have any of them? I saw some online and they look pretty good, but the size seems super small. Oh, okay, you're asking about them. Yeah, they are small. I believe they're like, I believe they're only a little bit bigger than G.I. Joe size. I think my understanding. But they look super detailed and super cool. James says he posts on TikTok. I only watch YouTube and Baywatch channel on Roku, and so on. Yeah, the Baywatch channel, that's cool. Your pics with AI backgrounds. Okay, I'll show them in 1 second. Tomorrow, San Diego Comic-Con exclusives go up for pre-order on Pulse at 1 p.m. Thanks, Mr. Joe. Okay, let's see here. Where is OBS? OBS. Let me just do something here. No. I want to do display images. I want to do here, and I do image slideshow. Okay. Yep. Just 1 second, guys. Oh, guys, look who I put up. I didn't even realize I put these two up. Got City Sweeney Flash and City Sweeney Optimus Prime. Just 1 second. I'm trying to figure out. Guys, my brain. Okay, 1 second. Always automatic fade. Why can't I figure this out? Why can't I figure this out, guys? I was trying to figure out how to do a slideshow, but like my brain is not figuring it out. Why can't I always play when I'm Sorry, guys. 1 second. I know this is super boring when I try to figure this out. Okay, I'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Monkey Dave says I only have like 20 Transformers, but I'm kind of winding down on the classified and looking to expand my Transformer collection. I feel your pain, buddy. You got to have at least something to collect. So if you're winding down on G.I. Joe, Transformers is a good thing to collect. Saw Viper called me today on Insta. That's very nice, Zoran. I'm getting Metro card bots and reviewing them. Fun figures. Woohoo, the show just went late night Cinemax. Oh yeah, we made those. The City Sweeney. It's an ongoing thing here. Survivor drunk dive me. Yeah. Okay. Anyways. Okay. Sorry, guys. So. So, Mr. Mad Gus, we're going to feature some of his artwork here. This is a cool shot. So, I mean, that's sci-fi. Like, that's got to be AI, hey? He's like, his face has got to be AI. Like, just because it looks like it's a real person trapped inside that helmet. Right? Anyways, that one's pretty sweet. What else we got here? Then he's got this sweet picture. Like, look at this one. All the ladies at G.I. Joe. I see. This is the thing. I love, like, they need to include more female heads because, like, the female heads on the bodies look awesome. I like the females just look better with hair, right? Instead of just their face and goggles or a helmet or whatever. So this is a really cool shot. I really like the, is this the ATV driver over here with the red head? Really good job. Zoran, be nice. Anyways, so yeah, that's a cool shot. I like that one. Just use Marvel Legends heads like Emma Frost. What we got here? This one's cool too. So the background is AI, Mr. Mad Gus? I'm curious how many people get the Fatal Thor's and the Deming Shipwreck back. Yeah, I am too. I wonder how well they're going to sell. These are cool shots. Oops, I did the wrong one. Like, I would have totally bought the Crimson female Viper if she had to come with a proper female head. But, like, the fact that she didn't, I think that was a total waste. Man, I think most people's goal, if they have action figure, is photography. I mean, these are pretty cool. Great shots. Is Mad Gus here anymore? Because I haven't heard him say anything about his awesome artwork. It's kind of cool behind the scenes. Look at this. That's cool. Like, so he used the cardboard thing, and then I guess AI fixed it up. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet because you can see it in the background here. I'm assuming that is, what is this? I'm assuming that is the same background, right? What else we got? We got some more pictures here. These ones, look at this one. Actually, this one was really cool. So that was that picture. So like, okay, so wait now, let's do a little before and after. So this one is what the picture looked like, and this is what AI did with it, hey? I mean, you can see like the potential, right? Like, you can see like how it turned out so very nice. It just adds the extra level of detail to it. I like using AI to adjust things. I use my classified money on that Jada head pack and the Menzo Doc Natural Nocturnal. I did get the Super 7 Fluffies 3 back on BBDS for $50. Mr. Monkey Dave with the Super 7 score. Classified head packs would be awesome. Look, Saw Viper, Hasbro just leaves so much money on the table. Like, yeah, sure. Classified female head packs or something like that. That'd be epic. But no, they won't do that. Amara Shipwreck, yeah. So, I mean, great job by Mr. Madgus here. I think there was one more I wanted to look at. 1 second. Oh, yeah. These ones. Look at these ones, guys. Look at this throne room with Destro. He's got that throne popcorn holder from He-Man. Holy snap. Looks great. There's a lot of some AI stuff happening here. There's another one here too. I think this one. Yeah. Looks cool. What? Missa. What's up, man? Is it true that Hasbro is charging for the Triple T up front? I don't think so. Usually you don't get charged until they ship it. Does anyone else in chat have any details? Nice job, Mr. Madagascar. I love every single one of them. Good job, Zoran. Saw Viper, I'm with you on the Mara Shipwreck. I use Marvel female heads on my Joes. I know, I wish I had extra just figures lying around. Mr. Magus, great job on the pictures. Really, really good job. You should be proud. Good job. I got an itchy foot tonight. Itchy foot, itchy foot, itchy foot. Where's my list? Thanks for hanging out, guys. By the way, if you haven't done already, think about hitting that like button as well. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell too, so you don't miss out on any other of our live streams. Because we try to do this every week at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday nights. What else we got? Oh, guys, I got something for you. Just 1 second. Let me get something here for you. I found this, and I found this very interesting, and I figured we'd discuss it here in chat. Just a second now. I just need to grab a picture. I need a picture. Of course. Give me 1 second, guys. Just grabbing something. So, okay, let's go back to display images. We're going to do, actually, we'll just turn them off for now. I'll get this set up. Where's the other one? 1 second, guys. Okay. So, okay, sorry guys. I know it's been boring here right now. Correct Primer, what do you think about Starscream being canceled? Primer, we talked about that in depth earlier. It really sucks. And I think people are getting fed up with these exclusives being canceled all the time. So my long form video this week was all about that. It's got about 4,000 hits on it so far. A lot of people are upset about it, and it really sucks. But there's not much that we can do about it. Hopefully, a lot of collectors in the USA are able to lock in and find Starscream and not have to hit up like scalpers. Finger crossed on that. It's Sydney Sweeney time. No, we're not doing Sydney Sweeney right now. Tynarium Hanger must have had a busy night tonight. What does everyone think of Fury Force? Joe, I haven't looked really at Fury Force. I'll be honest with you, okay? Much like where I don't really do much third-party Transformers, I'm not one for off-brand stuff. So I kind of like G.I. Joe. I like Transformers. I'm not really probably going to dive into Fury Force. I mean, it has potential, and a lot of collectors are going to love it, but I don't know if it's for me. Survivor says, I like Fury Force, but I won't be getting them. I think a lot of people will be potentially in the same mindset, Survivor. They look good, but $40 for non-figures is a little steep. Dude, I've been bored since 11/31. You're such a jerk. Fury Force is pretty awesome. Okay, so I figured, okay, so you guys are familiar with Synapse, okay? So Synapse is obviously one of the original characters. He is coming in one of the next waves. He's like a necromancer, basically, and he can control the dead. I thought I gotta do switch. Anyways. So he can basically control the dead, and this is what he looks like. And leave him or hate him or whatever, he's coming to G.I. Joe Classified. But look at this. I found this very interesting. So my son plays Fortnite, and he's very good at it. And he could beat any of you guys in here. But he plays this other game called Retrack, which is like an old version of Fortnite. It's whatever, who cares? And I was doing something for helping them with something in the game, and this loading screen came up. Very interesting. And sorry in chat. And this loading screen came up, and this was the loading screen in an old version of Fortnite. Oops. And I was like, whoa. Like, I took a picture of it because doesn't it look like Synapse? Like, I mean, obviously not a 1-for-1, but very, very, very similar design. Like the skull with the hair, with the suit. I mean, I thought it was close enough to bring here on the chat. Like this is very interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to post it on Twitter tomorrow, I think. I mean, to me, obviously, the Fortnite character is from a couple of years ago, I think. So would be the originator. Synapse would be the imitator. I mean, not a 1-for-1, but very heavily inspired potentially. Mad Gus, commercials are killing me. Sorry about that, Mad Gus. Mr. Maga says, I didn't want him at first. Now I do since I heard he doesn't like Destro. I ordered him. Mr. Autobot Primer says, Synapse is going to be a peg warmer. James, yeah, maybe. We'll wait 3 years to get him and wonder why I'm having a hard time finding him at a reasonable price. Primer says, I have that skin. It's funny, yeah. Synapse is a leader of the recently deceased, now reanimated. I'm looking forward to his troops. Carlos, good point. Not a fan of Synapse, not for me. I'm sure he'll be $20 on the sale and Pulse next year. Probably Gangster. I think that's probably true. He comes in purple too. Are you serious? He comes in purple? No way. No way, Primer. He comes in purple. Holy snap. Synapse looks like he belongs in G.I. Joe Extreme. Yeah, that's a good point. Anyways, I just thought this was unique. This was interesting. I don't know. I'll have to ask my son. Do you know the Primer? Do you know the name of that skin? Purple soda. Zoran wants some purple soda. Anyways, I mean, to me, I think he's close enough that he definitely maybe was the potential. Whoever designed Synapse, maybe they were a previous Fortnite player. Maybe that's just maybe. Monkey Dave says, why can't I say that name? Monkey Dave says, I'm 100% not getting him. Saw Viper wants some grape soda. I like all purple Cobra Troopers. Saw Viper, yeah, I'm a fan of the Techno Viper. I like the Techno Viper. I like the Hydro Viper. Yeah, I'm a fan of the purple, the Cobra Purple. Anyways, so I'm gonna save this. We'll do this. We'll talk about this later. Uh-oh, I just yawned, guys. Okay, what are we talking about next? You know what? Any classified news? I mean, those pre-orders are coming up. Is anybody getting a triple T? Who's getting a triple T? I know Carlos is getting a triple T for sure, right? Maybe 2 or 3 of them, right? And the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives as well this week, I believe. So, I mean, there'll be some orders going through for sure. Will any of them sell out, I wonder? What do you guys think? Will they sell out? I'm not going to get either of them. I'm not interested in the San Diego Comic-Con ones, the Fatal Fluffy or the Shipwreck one. And I'm not going to get the Triple T right now because it's not my favorite vehicle. So I'm not going to get him either. And I'm sick of Sergeant Slaughter. We already talked about that in depth in the channel here. I'm sick of Sergeant Slaughter. Mr. Magus, Lenny stole it after seeing his son playing Fortnite. Yeah, possibly. When is the Thunder Machine going up for pre-order? Is it in 30 days to order when it drops? Yeah, Gangster. So it's the same thing. So they're going to have more details in August, probably late August. Then in September, it is going to go up and it's going to be a 45-day window, like all made to orders. And then in October, they're going to have a more in-depth look at the first prototype at New York Comic-Con. So you got August, September, and October. We're going to have a lot of news about it during then. But yeah, you'll have a 45-day window to pre-order it in September. Joe Barrett says, I'm getting the Triple T. Saw Vipers, I'm getting the Triple T. Zoran says, let's talk about T-Hanger Bale on this week's show. He's not a regular member of the show. We're lucky that he drops by as our quasi-celebrity or whatever, right? It's nice of him to drop by. Ken's getting a Triple T. There's a lot of Triple T's being sold here on the channel. Blaster and Zero Prime will sell out. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I think so. No Triple T. I want the Thunder Machine. Yeah, James, you are right. I'm not going to get the Triple T. I'm saving my money for a Thunder Machine. So I'm going to get the Thunder Machine for sure. Yes, I video on my channel. His name is Renzo the Destroyer, also known as Renzo the Magnificent. The Wire Moccasin and Cobra Wolf have to be coming in 2027. I hope we get that moccasin sooner than later. The Triple T hanger. Triple T is a Pulse exclusive, right? Yeah. I can't stomach another slaughter, Mr. Magos. Yeah, I know. It's annoying that he keeps on getting re-released. Worse, almost as bad as Snake Eyes now. So guys, at least I fixed the backlighting this time, right? Last time this was clear back here. It looks a little better with the blue or whatever. So, you know, you can focus on my beautiful face. And you can, like, you know, you guys love I can't do it. The hat back here. Boom, bing, 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 bing. Joe Barrett, Hasbro needs to iron out the fugly of the Thunder Machine. I think somebody on my Twitter was onto the right idea. I think it looks bad because it looks like there might be customizable parts to make it either original versus classified. And I think if you take out the classified parts, it could look better with a more original vibe to it. So my fingers are crossed that is the case. But I'll definitely order one. I mean, the thing is, you can order one, and if it shows up and you don't like it, I'm sure you'll be able to sell it on the secondary market for at least what you got paid for it, right? So, I mean, there's options. So I feel like I'm going to get one for sure. But I mean, once again, it's going to be delayed. You're going to order it in what, September? And you're going to get it like in summer of 2027? That's a long ways away. The world might not even be here during that time. I'm glad Raymond Toys is making the 112 F14. Classified is never making a Sky Striker. No, I don't think they'll ever make a Sky Striker. Too big. Arctic Bat sold out on Entertainment Earth. Anyone know who else is selling it? I don't know. Is the Arctic Bat, just one second, guys. Just a second. I'm just seeing if we're selling the Arctic bat here in Canada. So the Arctic Bat is definitely still available here in Canada. But I'm not sure about USA. Thanks, Joe, for loving me. Sorry, I'm just catching. I missed the chat here. Zuron says the Thunder Machine looks like Emily designed it. You're so bad. I don't know if it's just me, but I prefer Hasbro official products versus the other stuff. Same with me, Mr. Mad Gus. I say I'm the same way. Joe says I'm gonna order the Thunder Machine, and I'm hopeful it won't be fugly like the Oz Striker. I've seen the Oz Striker. I picked one up for a friend recently. I wasn't really impressed with it. So yeah, I really wasn't impressed with it. Arctic Bat, they're filling back orders first, and then they will re-release him in the limited quantities. Don't need a classified Sky Striker, but hoping the classified Conquest. Interesting, at least it's a little smaller. I always wanted the official Joe stuff, but they don't seem to want to do vehicles. Yeah, they're a little slow with the vehicles, and I feel like they keep on missing the smaller ones they could be pumping out. Is it in a new package, the Arctic Bat? I believe the Arctic Bat will be becoming in a new package. I thought they announced that recently. If you take a look at Wonder Woman 1942 to 1986, number 204 from DC, in my opinion, the new female Iron Grenadier character looks similar to DC character Nebula. Yeah, I think, yeah, you're onto something there. She does look similar. Oops, I lost my chat. Miss says the Arctic Bat is still up for Peter on EE. Viper, thank you. Screw the Arctic Bat. I need a big boa. Mr. Zoran, you gotta find big boa, dude. You're slacking. Slacking so bad. You're like, you take a break after you find some raptors and stuff like that. Closing in on 1 a.m., guys. 1 a.m. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 27 minutes. Really appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you so much. Means a lot. Always enjoy our time here. Viper, yeah, it's funny how time zones work, buddy. Almost 10 p.m. out in the west. You still got your full night ahead of you. I wish it was 10 p.m. right now. I could still chat with you guys. Close this down. Go play some video games or whatever. Question for you guys. It's not G.I. Joe. It's not Transformer related. What video games? Do you guys play video games? Who plays video games in the chat? So I just finished Final Fantasy VII Remake last night. I picked it up the day it came out in January for Xbox, and it took me 52 hours to finish it. I don't really love long games and role playing games, but so it takes me a long time to finish them. 52 hours. I enjoyed it, but you know what? One thing, I don't know if anyone played it in the chat, but it did this thing where it was quite not easy, but normal difficulty throughout the whole thing was normal. It was a challenge, but I was able to do it. But wouldn't you know it? That last boss, I couldn't do it. I got so frustrated. I tried it 6 times, couldn't do it, and I had to chicken out, and I put it on easy, and I had to do it and finish it. I couldn't do it on normal, but great game. Great game for sure. Joe Barrett says there's a talk of a Skyhawk in 2027. Yeah, I'd like to see that. Mr. Maga says he's a GTA tryhard. Interesting. Zoran says he plays video games. Ken plays Grand Theft Auto. Joe says he hasn't played games in years. You're missing out, Joe. James, GTA Online, Baseball, and Need for Speed. Or not. Yeah. Viper, the next and last video game I will ever play will be Half-Life 3 if it ever comes out. Interesting. So you don't play video games? I'm still playing Bionic Commando on the NES. I can't tell if you're being serious or not. What a surprise, Swish. You're a giver-upper. Oh my god, I hate you so much. Primer says, I do Arc Raiders and Fortnite, plus I'm a 40k guy. Interesting. Hopefully we'll get the Fang in 2027. The Skyhawk, the Fang, I'd love to see those in 2027. Primer, I would like to try Arc Raiders. For some reason I thought it was going to be free to play, and I don't really like to spend that much on multiplayer only games. So, maybe if it goes down to $15 or whatever someday or whatever, I'll pick it up. But right now it's still like $45, $55 or whatever. So I'm not going to pick it up right now. But what I did pick up recently, though, I did pick up the expansion. Xbox had a huge sale last week or a couple weeks ago. I picked up the expansion to Cyberpunk. So that should be fun. Cyberpunk, best game ever released in human society. And a new Castlevania anthology of games. So yeah, so that'll keep me busy for a while. Like I said, I just finished Remake. Awake to Rebirth goes down on Xbox till its PlayStation pricing. So like you could buy like Rebirth, the second one in this series on PlayStation for like $18, $20 Canadian. But it just came out on Xbox Rebirth. So I gotta wait for it to go on sale. I don't want to spend too much on it. I want to get it down to like $25 or so. But Carlos says he's not a gamer. His hand-eye coordination sucks. You can find something to play. Soft Vapor says, not since Diablo 3 and my computer became obsolete. Yeah, the computer game, upgrade game is a pain in the butt. That's why mostly I play on console. You think the Fang and the Skyhawk will be the first vehicles made. I know, those are two classics, Dave, and I really wish they would get around to getting them officially made for sure, because I feel like they'd be more the size I want to and the price point that I want to pay. Mr. Maga says, anyone at GTA, Xbox, and need help bullying, hit me up. I'm a bully's bully. It's a lot of fun. Plus, you can talk to different people around the world. Yeah, the game there we were talking about, Arc Raiders. Yeah, it seems like a lot of fun. 133, chat 103. Don't forget, guys, the stores are open if you need anything. Amazon.com, Amazon.ca. Basically there if you need anything. All the pre-orders are up to date. Somebody pre-ordered a Crimson Snake the other day. The retro Flash is still up there. Man, priced $39.99 here in Canada. Woo! That's expensive. There was something I added to. Okay. Let's just do this. Let's just do it. So, I thought I added something to the hot deal section. Oh, hot deals. For USA, Zap is on sale. I mean, it's only a couple dollars or whatever. 23. Or is that... Oh, wait now. Is that the regular price? I thought that he was on sale. No, it's 15% off. I mean, not a great sale. I was toying with this idea of the of that guy. Just 1 second. Where'd you guys go? Nope, wrong thing. Oops, wrong thing, guys. 1 second. Where's the chat go? There's the chat. Okay. I was toying with this Super 7 Cobra figure. He's on sale. I don't know. I probably don't need him. He looks cool. He looks like he's from the cartoon. It could go with my Super 7 Ultimate Duke. I could have them like fighting each other. I've been toying with it. What do you guys think? It says save 50 cents. Oh, buddy. Save 50 more cents if I get it this one. I'm thinking about it. I hope it goes down a bit more in price. Oh, I didn't know this is a thing. Super Cyborg. Ooh, that's cool. Cobra Commander, Doc. Storm Shadow looks good too. Scarlet. Some of these look really. Major Blood looks really cool. I'd be interested in Major Blood. I like them because I mean they're not good quality, but I like them because they look like the cartoon characters, right? After the stream, Azuran is gonna overpay for Road Pig. Yeah. Don't do 7. Yeah, I know. I picked up another female Crimson Garden Steel Corp Sentry from the Pulse sale. Oh my god. Some good sales there, Carlos, worth getting. Anyways, let's go. Hot deals. Oh, the Volume 3, I believe, is on sale. $36 American for Volume 3. It's not a bad deal. I'm not a Funko guy, but this Cobra Bats, he was cute. He's pretty cool. Classic Cobra Bats. What is this? Oh, it's Blokey Wheels. I have this. I have to do a video about this. The Blokey's company sent me this to review, and I still haven't reviewed it. I got to get that done. And then I can throw up a little link and get some cross promotion. This thing was on sale too. The Mask Rhino. The reissue, or basically redo, I guess. Some hot deals. The hot deals have been a little slim. This thing, I'm surprised more people are not getting this thing. The Ghostbusters, the O-Ring Ghostbusters, I think totally worth picking up. Totally worth picking up. I want that Major Blood and Zartan if they ever drop. Yeah, Sammy Monk Dave, I just wish they would go down a little bit more in price. That's why I'm watching the I've been watching the Cobra Trooper. Stay away from the Ultimates. Don't need to start a third scale. I know you're right, Carlos. I don't plan to start a scale, but like I mean, it's just they look cool because they're like the cartoon. They look cool because they're like the cartoon. But you're right, I don't need them. But I don't know. It's something about it. It's like, yo, Joe. I don't know. I need to get this guy displayed. Need a good pose. I suck at posing things. I can't believe I got this for like $10 though. $10 Canadian at con. Anyways, I gotta get that guy displayed. But I want to get that Cobra Trooper, but you're telling me not to. I'm torn. Did they fix all the problems with the mask stuff? No, I think it's outstanding, and they have no plans of fixing the original run. I don't know. Okay, guys, we're kind of running out of steam here. I was just checking some stuff out here. I think we're probably gonna end the stream here now in a second. I'm getting tired. I gotta do some dishes. Nothing much on sale. No good hot deals on Amazon Canada today. Sometimes you can get some good deals. Man, $39 here in Canada for a retro figure is insane. I'm going to wait for a sale before I pick up Flash. I'm just trying to see if there's any deals that I can peddle to Zoran. I don't see anything. $48 for the Cobra, the officer. I still don't have Monkey Ranch. He doesn't go on sale ever. Wow, a whole $1 off Lifeline. No good sales. Anyways. The other thing I've been, secretly, somebody, what is it? Carlos said, don't start another scale. You know what I'm secretly looking at now, too? Is Mortal Kombat figures. I got Raiden. I need some more Mortal Kombat figures. But they're never a good price. Well, I got this guy after. Don't need him. Anyways, sorry, just looking at stuff here. Saw Viper helmets. I don't know what you're talking about, Saw Viper. Road Emily is $61. Yeah, you can wait on that. Did you check EB Games? ebgames.ca. Road Pig. Nothing for Road Pig. Must have cleared them out. Road Pig. Oh yeah, look, $30.98. You got to see if you can find one in store. Good price, but not in store, not available online. Mistress Medusa. Thinks is saying your gray hair. It looks like you are wearing a gray bike helmet. No, Zoran. He was not saying that. You're just saying that. So effing mean. Pre-orders. Everyone up on their pre-orders. Falcon, Valkyrie, Retro Flash, Lara Croft, Iceberg, Synapse, Rugged Duke, Mistress, Medusa, Armada. Sorry, I said Medusa earlier. Toxo Viper is the one that I want out of this. I'm not interested in Dusty or the Ice Guy. And everyone's got their Swindle coming, right? Can't wait for Swindle. Anyways. South Viper says, I have more gray hair than Swish. Mr. Magos, I'll try to fix it for next week. Goodbye, Zoran. Yeah, I'm going to go too, guys. Sorry about that. I've been slacking here the last few minutes or whatever. Anyways, thank you for... Where's the camera? The camera's right here. Thank you for joining us this week. Coming back. Healthy stream again this week. So thank you so much for that. If you haven't done so already, think about hitting that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell, too. We're still doing weekly videos. I'm on vacation August 17th to September 4th. So we should have a stream next week. We should have one, and then we'll be gone for 2 weeks. But yeah, we'll talk about that more next week. And hopefully I'll have some luck at the thrift store this week. And Zoran's so jealous that I get the luck at the thrift store. But yeah, so we'll find some stuff at the thrift store. We'll talk about here on the channel. Make sure you check out the Amazon stores if you're interested in buying anything. Dusty and his crackhead coyote, Mr. Magos. Hilarious. Shopping with Swish Lafayette, new vids. Yeah, I do like to spend people's money. I like looking through to see if I can find deals too. So yeah, pre-orders up tomorrow. San Diego Comic-Con exclusives for G.I. Joe Classified, the Fluffies, and Shipwreck. And then I believe on Wednesday they will have the Triple T up for pre-order as well. Hasbro Pulse exclusive. Anyways, so thank you for coming out, guys. We will see you next week. And you guys stay safe. Watch a few videos. Have fun. Come back and have some more fun with us next week. See you next week, guys. Adios.